Hello, I'm Dustricity, or Dust for short. Welcome back to Super Mario RPG. This episode we will try to fight Kolex, and I might be clueless on how to beat him right now, but I think we can figure it out by thought peeking those crystals, because last time I only thought peeked him, like Kolex himself. And I don't know how long it will take. I don't know if we should do this right now, but are all level 21 or at 22? And I think we can try at least. If I don't beat him at all and keep losing, then we'll see, and maybe we'll come back after we go to the final dungeon, but I feel like we could also try it now. If it's available, then I think it's worth a shot to actually fight him. And one other thing, actually, I found this out while looking something up. I was trying to see if there was any reward for beating this game, or at least beating the high scores, but I couldn't find anything except for some medal. But I don't think we really need that. But what I also found out was, if you change your character in the middle slot, and you play this game... No, wait. Let's put Mellow here, maybe? Oh, there we go. So if you change the character in your middle slot, then, I'm not concentrating, but if you change the character in the middle slot, the background of the game will change. Although I'm not sure how many backgrounds there are. Let's try changing Bowser. Ah yeah, okay, it's two different backgrounds, I think. But it's still a nice detail. So wait, let's actually adjust our party before we barge in there. Let's just go in with Mellow in our party. It's been sealed. Yeah, okay, and the shiny stone is reacting again because we bought another one. Or traded for one, at least. Hello. I don't think I've mentioned that I really like pixel art, so this is just amazing anyway. We read through this before. Yes. Yes, let's fight. The good thing about hard bosses is, hard bosses with good music is you get to hear the music again and again, and that's all almost worth it. Wait, he doesn't have the crystals right now. Let's just attack him then. Ah, okay, he gets the crystals in the second round. Yes. There we go. Let's thought peek all the crystals. 800. And the green one is weak to jump. You know what? Let's restart the battle. Where is it? Earlier times. I'm gonna keep doing this until we thought peeked all those crystals. So maybe I'll just cut to the parts where we do that. Here, we got to peek the earth crystal. This one has like 3,200, alright. Of course I'd get woken up in the middle of a nice nap. Alright, let's thought peek another crystal. This one's weak to fire. What are we supposed to do with all these attacks that do so much damage and that we can't even block? Oh, I guess we can defend. I forgot to do that. Let's do another earlier times. And ice, alright. I can't keep up with Master Kolex anymore. Alright, so... Wow, alright. Let's try again. So I do think it's smart to have Mellow in the group, because Mellow has some elemental magic. It's good to have Peach for a quick heal, and we can't change Mario. And... yeah. At least Mario is useful for attacking the green crystal. Let's use a Geno boost on Mario. I feel like this is a smart move. And then we can... If I could actually pull off the super jump better, I feel like I could take out the wind crystal in one attack. I should have put like equipment on that that saves me from some sort of status effects like sleep. I think sleep is the only thing... No, that's not true. He can also inflict with dread and turn us into mushrooms, and he can inflict sleep. And then she can heal. Oh, I got a freebie. You get freebies a lot in this game, or am I just imagining things? We're gonna die. We're gonna die! No. Well, great. Let's start over, I think. That was a better run than anything. And I blocked the attack, great. And I blocked another attack. Can't believe it. What? I'm actually impressed. It won't last long, but I'm impressed for now. Is Psych Bomb fire? Like, is the property of this fire? Would be interesting. And what's Sleepy Time? Let's try a Psych Bomb. I just want to see if anything is weak to it. No, it's not. Alright. Let's try this, because I've never used this before. Alright. I feel like I should also leave the battle and then equip myself correctly and then come back. But... You know what? Yeah, let's do that. But this is fine. I wanted to go game over. So we can... Yeah. It's great that your only tip is like, defeat more enemies. Alright, so what do we have equipped? Wait, someone's wearing the echo signal ring. Yeah, this is stupid. So let's... No, actually, I meant to give Peach the... safety badge. Yes. And then Mallow gets the... flower ring. Let's go and check out all the shops and buy things we don't have that might help. Because I feel like somewhere I saw an equipment piece that could help us. But I'll cut to the shops. And we got a level up while walking through the volcano in search of Cinder Toad's shop. Now let's raise his magic. And level up for Geno. Let's boost his physical attack. And one for Bowser. Let's go for magic attack, why not? Please tell me you have equipment. You don't! I just came here for nothing. Aw, man. No, this doesn't have anything good. Let's go to Rose Town and then Seaside Town. Well, nothing... Gem shoes, fearless spin. Don't really need anything. Alright, we're in Seaside Town now, and I think this was the accessory shop? Yeah, there we go. I hope you have something good. Jump shoes, zoom shoes, antidote pin. No, you don't. So I couldn't find any accessories that would help us, but you can trade items here for some good items, and they have a fire and ice bomb. Both would be really helpful, I think. So I'm just gonna get as much as I can. I feel like our best bet is to... Where is it? Pure water. To exchange all the pure water we have for points. And then get fire and ice bombs. Because I feel like we have a bunch of pure waters anyway, and we rarely use them, like never. And this is all we can get right now, but I think I have more pure water. The thing is, I have to go back to Mario's place to pick it up, I think. We had exactly 10 pure waters stored, so let's trade those in. So let's try this whole thing again. Another thing we could do is fight a bunch of enemies and raise our gauge meter as much as we can. And then come back here and fight this guy just so we can use the chain we have for high damage. But I don't feel like doing that. Hello, post-editing Dust here. I did not talk a lot during this fight. I barely said anything at all, and that's because I didn't think we would win this round. Maybe I should have said something or started talking once we actually managed to take down some of these crystals, but I just didn't. Because, like I said, I just didn't think we would win this round. But I didn't want to cut out this fight, because if we're dedicating a whole episode to it, then I do want you guys to see the run where we actually beat Colex, and not just cut out the parts where I don't say anything and then just have you, and then just show you when I beat him. And yes, spoiler, I do beat him this round, I'm sorry. But you can still watch, I guess. And since we have some time, I can actually talk about something that completely flew over my head. Or more like, I didn't even check or realize that this game wasn't developed by Nintendo. It was developed by Square. You know, the Square who made Final Fantasy? The one that later becomes Square Enix? That Square? That explains a lot, doesn't it? And yeah, this boss actually is a reference to those Final Fantasy games, and even I think the soundtrack even is somehow like, I don't know if it's a remix or something. It's something of a mashup, remix, whatever, from different Final Fantasy songs, which is so cool. I never checked who made this game. I just thought it was Nintendo, but it should have been pretty obvious. And even though I haven't played any Final Fantasy games before, except for my one attempt at Crystal Chronicles, like I said, I think you can tell that they had a big influence on this game. Like, this isn't your typical Mario RPG, it's just... It has a different kind of charm. Yeah, the Mario RPGs are mostly developed by different companies, like... I know Alpha Dreams made the Mario and Luigi series until they went bankrupt, and then... Oh, who made Brothership again? I forgot. It was the people who worked on Octopath Traveler, if I remember correctly, which is also pretty sick. Also, on a different note, I don't think I've said this before, but I feel like Colex would be such a cool character to bring back in a future Mario RPG, or any type of Mario game, although it would make the most sense to bring him back in an RPG, just because, well, you'll see, but it would be pretty cool. But I know for a fact he doesn't show up in any of the future Mario RPGs, as far as I'm concerned. Which probably has to do with licensing issues. Since, yeah, like I said, Square Enix, or Square back then, made this game. So it's always a bit tough about... It's always not that easy to bring back characters that aren't fully owned, I think. Something like that. I do like his design a lot, because it's such a stark contrast to anything that's in this game. But I do feel like if he was in, like, an RPG with this pixel style, with the pixel art style, I don't know if he would stand out that much, but I guess it depends on the rest of the cast too. I still do like his design. I like his hair. If that is hair. Maybe it's also just tendrils or something that's coming out of his arms and skin or whatever, but I think it's hair, actually. And I love pixel art and 2D art. I think 2D art is my favorite, especially in games, but also in like shows and whatever. I love it. I'll take a good-looking 2D... Actually, I'll take a 2D animated show or a 2D... or a video game with a 2D art style over a 3D one any day. I love that. I love those. I love hand-drawn sprites and characters, and they're so good. But pixel art can also look really nice. But I'm also trying not to look stuff up too much for this Let's Play, so I can go in as blind as possible. So that's also why I haven't pulled up more information about Colex or anything, or any of the other bosses and whatever is happening in this game, because it's so easy to get spoiled, and I don't know, I like going in completely blind. It's either that or I look everything up, which is... Sometimes I do that. Sometimes when I start a game, I'll just look like every section up, which is kind of stupid and defeats the purpose of, you know, playing a game and enjoying it. I mean, that's not true. I do still enjoy games, even if I look things up, but it feels a bit cheap sometimes. But then again, it doesn't hurt anyone, really. Like when I was playing Bravely Default and Second and stuff on the 3DS, I would look up the best equipment for bosses sometimes before I would run into them, just so I'd have an easier time beating them. And that game had a really good feature where you could auto-fight things, and if you have played that game before, you'll know you'll fight a lot of bosses a certain amount of times. So yeah, sometimes I just did that. It's easier. But I think it's also fun to go at a boss by yourself and not look anything up and just figure out how to beat it at your own pace. And that's what I was trying to do here. And it worked, so I'm pretty glad about it. Because I don't know, like I said, I wanted to do this as blind as possible and as honest as possible. That's why I'm keeping most of my fails in this Let's Play as well. Like I could be cutting it out, but I'm just not having an easy time sometimes, and that's fine. And I was thinking if I keep them in, it'll be more honest of me and you guys might have a laugh. I do feel like sometimes when watching Let's Plays, it's pretty enjoyable, I know this sounds wrong, but it's pretty enjoyable to watch someone fail at a hard boss or a good, like a complicated battle a couple times before they do it. It just feels even more earned. It feels more human. But it's also pretty nice to like see someone just walk in and have the skill to just beat a boss first try. That's also fun. And sometimes watching other people get frustrated is also entertaining in games. I don't know if I said enough, but it will hopefully fill some of the void of this fight. Also, talking about this, I think I'm missing out on a lot of good, classic, important JRPGs. I don't think I've played anything of, you know, the important stuff. Like, I don't know, Chrono Trigger is the first that comes to mind. And then, yeah, Final Fantasy. What else is there? Let me think. Oh right, there's Earthbound. That's also a game I heard only really good things about, but I haven't played it yet. Although I do think it's included in one of the Nintendo Online subscriptions, so I could someday play it on this channel. Actually, there's a lot of games in the Nintendo Online subscription pack that I haven't played yet and that are pretty, like, classic games you should at least play once in your life. Well, you don't really have to, but as someone who's interested in games. Oh, we got another crystal down. Oh no. But we're also down. Let's revive. Anyway, I've been mostly using the Nintendo Online gaming subscription thing to catch up on old Kirby games I haven't played. It's been a blast. They're all super great. I mean, there's some that I like less than the others, but still, they're always a good time. And there's like a lot of Mario games on there too, and some Zelda games that I also haven't played, so I don't know, there's always so many games to play. Like, it sounds like I haven't played anything, but I have played a lot of games. They're just very spread out there. I mean, most of them are from Nintendo, but then I also played a bunch of indie games, some more obscure than others, some pretty like popular ones and stuff. I don't know. There's so much to choose from, and there's always so many new games coming out, and especially cool indie games, and then some really cool, I don't know, not mainline games, but in general games from like Nintendo or something, or other consoles, and how are you supposed to keep up with all that? Like, every time there's a new indie direct, or a new Nintendo direct, or a new, I don't know, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, a new direct of any kind, there's so many good games. I mean, I don't really watch the Xbox or PlayStation ones a lot, but sometimes I do. I don't know, they're fun. It's also fun to see other people react to them. And I don't know. But yeah, there's especially indie games. I can't even... where do I even begin? There's so many good ones coming out. I have my eyes on some of them, then you put them on wish lists, and I don't know, you don't always get to play them because it's just too much. And they're on sale so often too. Like, most indie games are pretty affordable anyway, but then you get to like a Steam summer sale or a Nintendo sale or whatever, and suddenly you're swimming in games that you could buy. I mean, it gets expensive once you like buy a bunch, but you also get a bunch of games for it, and who has the time to play all of those? I mean, I do hope I can cover a good bunch of them on this channel, but I'll see how long it takes me to even clear the games I have in mind. Also, this whole Let's Play thing takes so much more time than I anticipated, just because editing takes a good amount of time, like more than I want it to, but I kind of also, I'm doing everything on my own, like, obviously I just started this channel, so I'm doing all the editing and recording and everything in between by myself. And yeah, it just takes a lot of time. I still have fun doing it, but I also have other hobbies, or like things I need to do, like I work and stuff. And video editing is something I can still do after work. It doesn't take too much energy. It's also not something that I excel at. And it's also something I don't try to excel at. Especially for my first Let's Play. I just edit the battles out, and anything like when someone, well, what I'm trying to say is when there's like disturbances that I have to edit out, that kind of stuff. But otherwise, I don't do much. I do add those little purple notes you sometimes see on the top, although I'm not sure if people read them. Well, that's stupid. Of course, people would read them if they show up and they're watching the video. But sometimes I know some people also only listen and do stuff on the side, and maybe have the video up in a corner and then they occasionally look, which also works. But yeah, maybe they wouldn't see some of the notes because I don't really have an indicator for when they pop up. I wonder, should I have a pop-up sound for those notes? I mean, it would help, but the notes are also not that important really, so it doesn't matter. Like, I could do better editing-wise, of course, but not yet at least. Maybe never, I don't know. I don't know how long I will do this, but that's a weird thing to think about if I just started out, and I do have some games on the radar I do want to let's play, and I'm looking forward to those. So you're not getting rid of me that fast, for anyone sticking around. Yeah. I mean, I do sometimes doubt what I'm doing, and I have thought about just deleting everything, but then again, I do want to finish at least this let's play, and I'm too far in to back out now. Well, I mean, like I said, I could just delete whatever I have, but still. Okay. One more crystal and then we have to fight the big guy. We don't have anything. Do we have items that electrocute? I don't know why I keep looking at these items. I don't think there are much offensive items, except for the Fright Bomb, the Ice and Fire Bomb, and I think there's like a couple more items that can do damage, but most of them don't. Most of them are for other stuff. Still don't know what a goodie bag is. I'm just not sure if I should use it right now. I feel like we should heal our flower points. You can defend. I do think it's funny how we switch in Mallow and he's already dead on the ground. Like, not as in a haha, how funny that he's dead, just like it's weird comedic timing that I find amusing. But we'll heal him in a moment. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what I would do without him here. I don't know how we actually win this fight. I mean, you can see the fight right here, but the amount of deaths in this fight, maybe I'll put a counter up here just to, or maybe at the end, but just to see how many times I had to revive my allies and my characters. I don't know what I would do without Peach and her healing abilities. I think it's the only reason I won this fight somehow, or how I will win this fight in a few moments. Or not, I don't... Well, we are down to the last crystal, so it won't be too long. I also think Shredder does something that I never found out, but I think it keeps your party members switched, like you can't switch them. Or maybe you can, I don't know, I never tried. I never tried to switch someone because I think I kept this party to the end. But yeah, I think it binds the characters, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'll look it up and put the note up here too. Otherwise, I think that's it. Anyway, I'll get back to past Dust and let you see me finish this fight. I hope I have recorded enough to fill out the silence in this fight. Also sorry that it's not like a direct reaction to what I'm doing, but we'll get there. I feel like defending does us some good. Earth crystals, flower po— Oh! Oh, so wait. That's pretty good, I think. Wait, I didn't even know that could happen. I feel like this happened before, actually. Or did it? I'm not sure. Wait, so... Can they attack us at all? Can they heal their FP? That's interesting. Let's heal our own FP, actually. Let's use a maple syrup. Right. Wait, he doesn't have any FPs, so... I'm so confused. Well, now it feels a bit cheap to win against him, but we did use a lot of resources and items. Yo, I'm so confused. He doesn't have a weakness either, so let's try to jump, super jump again. 1, 2, 3, well. Can we... Now let's just attack him normally. And you can... Actually, let's get Geno in here, or maybe Bowser. No, Geno's better with the timing and stuff. Actually, what triple move do we have? No, we don't need that. I should have looked at that before we switched in. I'm so confused. I'm still not sure how long this will last, but I feel like we gotta use this opportunity. I just don't know what to do. Let's just use this. Blast him. Let a sun explode on him. Sounds like the right RPG thing to do. Well, that didn't do much, but... Do I have another turn? It's all enemies. I feel like we either need a Starry Shell Spike or the one with Geno, Mario, and Mallow, because those two do damage. Let's do this triple move. Let's do the Starry Shell Spike. I hope it does some good damage. Otherwise it would be kind of a waste. Actually, maybe we should have used one of those. It's fine. Oh. How much damage do we do? Oh, well, that was bad. Let's use a group bug. I'm just shocked that his FP is gone and he can barely attack us. But I feel like I should use a super jump or something. No. Will I ever get the chain right? Let's terrorize him. Like he terrorized us. Well, that didn't do much. Wow, that was terrible. Wait, is he dead? Oh my god. We did it! This feels so weird. Also, what is this music? That's really nice. We reached level 23. This was the round where I used both ice and fire bombs, and I used some rock candy, and then I used a bunch of other stuff I had. I can't believe it. I mean, the fight was alright. The fight was relative. It wasn't too hard if you know how to block and keep healing from those attacks you can't dodge. It's good, and then once he runs out of flower points, it's just super easy. Like, you just attack him with everything you have and wait until he dies. That was a bit anticlimactic, but I'm also not complaining. I was hoping to beat him before we go into the final dungeon. Oh, alright, let's who's got the level up? Oh, Mario does. Let's give him attack. Magic attack. I think everyone got a level up from that. Give her HP. Oh no, it's just the two of them. Ah, your spirit is strong. Oh, what is this music? It sounds lovely. This legendary strength is the power of that third dimension. It is far mightier than the forces of malevolence. Malevolence? Malevolence? Could dream. I will treasure this memento of my journey here. Perhaps in another time, another game, we may have been mortal enemies. Someday I will gain the power of this third dimension, and those forces will visit a land not yet mapped. Until that time, take this. Treasure it as a keepsake of our fight. Wait. Take this. Treasure it as a keepsake of our fight. Got a quartz charm. Interesting. Farewell, Champion Knight. Wait, no. The door is gone. Wait, no. Wait, I still don't know how to get that key. Wait, what does the quartz charm do? Where is it? There we go. What? Shining source of power. What if we give it to someone else? Oh, this actually decreases some of Peach's stats. What about Bowser? Also decreases a bunch. This doesn't change anything. And this also decreases a bunch. This isn't even that good, apparently. Wait, we have to give someone the echo ring thingy. Well, alright, let's just keep it this way. I still haven't managed to do the 30 consecutive jumps. I'll look it up. Alright, we're back, and I looked it up. It's something I could have come up with myself, but I could have figured out myself, is what I've been trying to say. Don't you dig these vibes? Don't you dig these vibes? Don't you dig these vibes? Is this enough? Yeah, there we go. I feel like maybe once would have been enough actually, because the key was already on the ledge. But yeah, you have to talk to the Twamp a bunch of times and then it drops the key. Got a temple key. And now you must be asking, where do we even use this temple key? We haven't seen any other locked doors. Well, we go back here. And go back to the Belome Temple. Use this spring. Take the elevator back up. Well, it's set to hit this thing and then roll for a specific scroll, but what if we return from here? Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm not accepting visitors past my bedtime. Great, that's the one we needed. And then we can go down here. Yeah, and this leads us to a room where we need the key we just got. This thing eats it, and then now we can get a bunch of collectibles. A bunch of frog coins and what is this? Found a firebomb. Oh, we could have used this. Found a royal syrup, found a max mushroom. And are these flower tabs? Yeah, that's the thing we could have found. That's nice. Then let's go back to the world map, actually. Another thing I'm curious about is how many flower points / flower tabs can we get? We have... I feel like we're missing one, or maybe 100 is the max. And I wonder where the rest of them are. I have half a mind to look it up, but I'm not sure. We're missing one treasure, so maybe it's in the last hidden treasure. But then the rest, I don't know. Well, I'll look up the maximum amount of flower points you can have, and then I can guess what we're missing. Okay, it's 99. And also, there could be a hidden treasure in Bowser's Keep. I feel like there has to be, so maybe we didn't miss anything after all. But, alright, I think I'll end the episode here, and next time we'll step into Bowser's Keep. I think this is the last dungeon. Very excited. Also a bit sad that this game is coming to an end, because I think it was pretty great up until now. Sure, there were some areas that weren't as fun, but most of them were. But I'll save my final judgment for when I play through this game. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!